Hi everyone, my name is Abel Sire. I'm a freelance AI engineer specializing in building AI agents for SMEs. In this series of videos, you will see me build an AI agent for automating invoice uploading in DATEV. This is episode number 3. So from episode number 2 until now, what I've done is basically I have automated an interface using Next.js, and we have worked also on tracking mouse pointers. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But for now, what you just saw earlier happening with Postman, now you can automate it like this. For example, can you please give me a picture of Berlin TV tower from the internet? And it basically automates the entire process. It goes on, and as you have seen it in previous episode. But now what we have done is we interfaced it with this little chat window so that we can kind of like have an interface where we can instruct this virtual machine to do certain stuff, and then that certain stuff can be with DATEV or other actions that we can do. And there I got the picture. This instruction right now is based on the exact coordinates that I have shared earlier. Maybe I can quickly share that one more time here. So basically what happens is that instructions are literally going to specific coordinates of the screen clicking and typing and so on. Right now, this was just a mimic of what it can happen. Like this goes through an LLM and it understands exactly which steps to execute, and we'll have like hundreds of steps potentially, or whatever the AI agent is trained to do. Mostly something to do around DATEV, which we'll get into in just a minute. This is DATEV. I'll log in and I'll show you these steps. But before that, in order for us to know exactly here to click, and then exactly here to click, and then right click, and so on, needs a coordinate. What I did is I have enabled this way of taking coordinates. So for example, here, in order to here click, you can see that last time I showed you with this screenshot tool. So the screenshot tool shows me one coordinates, 574, 400. And pay attention here. This shows me a different one. So here it shows me 568. This is the screen of my laptop, or these coordinates are the screen of my laptop. And since we saw in the previous session that this entire Docker container can also run headless, like we don't need to mount it. So in that sense, the pixels inside are different pixels. What I found that will work 100% of the time is the following thing. We will end up creating a Chrome extension, browser extension, that will give us the coordinates. I'll show you how. So I have created this little snippet of code. Now I will, in this section, show you exactly how to pick something and click exactly in that moment, in that location. So I'll just get the mouse location.js file. Let's take this entire function. And imagine if we want to click on generate new button, okay? Now we can't do that. We can't pick the right coordinates, neither with this one nor with this approach. So those were the two approaches that I had, but both of them failed. This one will not fail. Right now we don't have a Chrome extension or a Firefox extension, but this code that I'm going to paste here will end up being as a what do you call it, as a Chrome extension. Right now it's just doing one thing, which is it adds this little div with the mouse so that I can see exactly the coordinates that I see there. So imagine if I want to click exactly on this button, what do? I go to 722 and 516, the coordinates 722 and 516. So let's do one thing. Let's basically comment out all the steps for downloading the picture of Berlin, and here exactly that coordinate, the offset of the screen, I have found it, some magic numbers, I put it there. This will cover it some other time. So what was it? 722 and 517. 722 and 516. So let's check it out. You need to make sure that this is running. And if I send some message there, exactly it goes there and then right clicks. Actually, we can also do a proper click so that the actual action of DATEV can be executed. The action would be to regenerate the QR code. There you go. You saw the QR code is generated. So basically, this far was like this interface was the work that I've done this week again. Unfortunately, the speed of this project is going super slow. I am right now looking for somehow sponsoring this project. I shout out on my LinkedIn if somebody is willing to do an internship with me. We can take this project forward and do the next steps for this. Or if somebody wants to sponsor it as a kind of like financial backing so that we can hire a developer and then I manage him or her, and then we take this project ahead. But this is the current state of it. Then next week what we'll do is, like, since I showed you guys the UI of DATEV is extremely detailed, like there are small little nuances, like we have to find exactly that one pixel to click. So there's a lot of work still need to be done. If we go with this speed, I anticipate this project should be done like in 6 months or so. With this sponsorship, hopefully I will be able to speed it up if somebody is working under my supervision. But this was today's episode, and I'm looking forward to next week then. Bye.